If you are Aquarius or Leo, your life is about to change. Well, not only Scorpio and Taurus will be changed as well. Probably you have heard the news Pluto entered Aquarius and it's going to stay there for the next 20 years. So the planet of sex, transformation, power, betrayal, loss, death, big business, influence, and many, many more. It's in Aquarius and it's going to start changing people who have their sun either in Aquarius, in Leo, in Taurus, and in Scorpio. This is once in a lifetime event and experience, and hopefully with this video I'm going to try and explain why is it important to be prepared and how to brace yourself for the upcoming transformation, because it's not an easy period for us guys, okay? Pluto is a life-changing planet. Its influence is significant and not always pleasant. Often it's called the sergeant of the Zodiac because this is what it does. Takes away all things that simply we don't need them anymore. They have no good use for us. And Pluto frees us for the burden of the past so that we can move forward with our lives. Thankfully, since this is a trauma-associated planet, one of my favorite authors, Donna Cunningham, wrote a book. And the book is called Healing PLUTO Problems. Yes, there is an entire book dedicated only on how to deal with this very scary planet. The book starts with a chapter about understanding Pluto in our chart and then moves on to Plutonian personalities. Yes, you can be a Plutonian personality despite the fact that you're not a Scorpio, because usually Pluto is associated with Scorpios only, but that's not the case at all. Then chapter 3 helps with recovery after a big crisis. And chapter 4 will help you understand how to deal with the guilt and anger after Pluto and its transformation of your life. For me as an astrologer, chapter 5 was very, very intriguing. In chapter 5, Donna talks about some of the deepest and darkest problems in our society. Things like incest and sexual violence. Pluto is revealed, or its influence is explained in parts by the problems for men and their actual physical force and the tendency in society to blame the victim. So yeah, this is in the book as well. It's very deep and dark, but Donna being Donna, there is a light in the end of the tunnel, and she has some good suggestions on how we can heal. Now, chapter 5 talks about death, another Plutonian topic or Plutonical topic, how anger and guilt are components of the grief, the actual grief, and how life-transforming death can be. Also here, she helps us understand how we can be friends of a grieving person. And again, there are some healing methods for the grief. Chapter 7 digs deeper into the astrological portion. It talks about the transit of the Pluto, what it does to your personal planets and houses, why this sort of transformation hurts us so much. And there is very particularly for me as an astrologer, a very interesting portion about the transits and the angles and what Pluto does for us when it's in an aspect with our angles. I have to say, despite all the dark topics that I have just covered, Pluto is also a planet of abundance, and if we are lucky enough not to perceive it as a trauma, but an opportunity to heal ourselves, to build ourselves, and to rise again as phoenix. It's a planet of abundance and can give a lot of support and very good cases in our life, but it's just usually not the case. And if you get the book Plutonian Problems, or what is it, how did she put it, it's Healing Pluto Problems, you'll find out why it's just such a traumatic planet. The book also poses a question: are the events during Pluto's transit even predictable? And finally, Healing Pluto Problems is a bit dark book and touches uncomfortable topics, but it's written in such a way to help us digest the situation, understand the problem, and it also offers healing. So I highly recommend it if you're up to a Plutonian transit. Thanks for watching.